See Joe Ryan in downtown Lincoln or call 217-735-4385. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6729. At the Lincoln Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Lincoln Printers in downtown Lincoln for all your printing needs, including vinyl graphics and banners. Phone 217-732-3121. Lincoln Printers since 1970. Grau Incorporated on North Tickapoo Street in Lincoln. Logan County Chevrolet, Buick and Cadillac dealer since 1953. Phone 735-4444. And by Four Corners Lube for the best full-service oil changes, transmission, and radiator flushes, brake service, and lawn care needs. Stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to this Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. We are streaming live on the web. You can go to WLCN Online or WLCN Sports to listen to us. Or if you want to listen to us on the go, Joe, download
the Mixler app.
Mixler app. Go to your favorite app store and download it. Download that app, and you can listen to us on the go. And why wouldn't you
deliver it? Hey,
why would you not?
Speaking of deliver it, let's talk deliver it.
Deliver it? Was that a word?
FedEx, they deliver it.
Yeah, they deliver it all day long.
They had their stock fell the third most in their history. Or did you know what?
I didn't know that.
It dropped like $22 on Wednesday a share.
It's only like $780.
That's a bunch of money, but it was said it was the third largest one. Oh, look who's here. Funny. Hey, don't we have a song about him? Where is Jake? Beat a bop boop.
You're funny this morning.
Hey, don't mess up Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, that's Eddie.
Hey.
Give him hair.
Looks a lot like me.
Hand him to Eddie.
He looks nothing like you.
Oh,
hey.
Eddie.
Hey, good morning, Jake. Nice to see you could join us.
Good morning, fellas.
On this fine, lovely Saturday morning. It's a football morning as the Railers lose a heartbreaker last night on their homecoming to Charleston, 24-21. Fell down early.
Made it fun, though.
They were down early, 10-0, and Railers able to score 2 quick touchdowns and go in to halftime with a 4-point lead. Unfortunately, the second half didn't go very well for them as Charleston able to score. And Raiders just couldn't bounce back. Had the ball late in the game with the chance to take the lead down on their own 20 and had a dead ball personal foul. Moved them back 15 yards, and from there just kind of fell apart.
Yep.
But Railers with a nice try, good effort. Just fell a little short to the Charleston Trojans.
Seemed like a good game all the way around. I was watching actually on my phone. Couldn't have the volume up because where we're at, but it looked like a good game. I mean, there was a lot of movement. So.
Yeah, the Railers. I mean, they hung around. I felt like it really was, two teams. I thought the Railers played the Railers last night. It was two teams that just trying to get over that hump and learning how to win. You know what I mean? Like, because Macomb, were they there? Charleston, they gave us our chances.
Were they there? Maybe.
But Charleston gave us our chances. They kept kicking deep to Schweitzer, and boy, that kid can move. He's
quick.
And, he would leave a good field position. I think it'd take me one time before I said, hey, I'm probably not going to kick that ball deep again. And they kept doing it, keeping Lincoln in the game.
A lot of turnovers.
Yeah, and a lot of flags. Gosh, they threw a bunch of flags, and I don't know that if Paulus was bumped there in the end zone, if he got hit a little early, maybe, but if they hadn't been calling things all game, I'd say let it go. But
you know who else had a problem with flags the other night? Tom Brady was tweeting. So now I know where,
Yeah, but you know what? I think he's kind of washed up, and he's 42.
Tom Brady, yeah.
I mean, they're not really playing that well. And so.
Yeah, he wasn't real happy with the officiating on the Jaguars-Titans game. Did you talk to him about that?
No, but when we went, we just what do you call that? We look at each other. We Skyped each
FaceTime
other.
or whatever.
FaceTimed a little bit, yeah, after the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's old and washed up. I don't think he can do it anymore.
Oh, he can do
There's
it.
some cyber jumping for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he jumped.
He did.
Well, I was
Yeah.
just kind of saying, you
supposed to
know,
be the leader of the show.
somebody else had a problem with some officiating.
Good gravy.
With all the flags.
We can talk NFL
A lot of
later.
laundry. Oh, we will.
But I thought the Raiders played good, defensively, and they made some good stops. And it kind of got away from us there at the end. The penalty hurt.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those games they had marked on the calendar that this is a game they should win. Homecoming, so that kind of kicks it up a notch or two, and Raiders just unable to finish it. And they had a lead late, and just a couple of plays made the difference.
Yep, sure did. But they had some kids that played great ball games. I mean, offensively and defensively. But you fall short, so 0-4 in Collinsville next week, and we've got Brian Curry's going to call in about 9:45. He coaches at Collinsville, ex-Lincolnite. He's going to tell us about what Collinsville is bringing to the table. But I think the Raiders have a shot at another one, and we're at home.
Yeah,
it's a long bus ride from Collinsville.
Yeah, it is.
That's got to wear you down. You'll have a shot.
It's got to be hard on a team to drive 2 hours and get off, play football, and then drive 2 hours back home.
Yeah, 9-10.
That's Charleston. Yeah.
Like Charleston.
Yeah.
Is he funny?
He is a funny guy.
Yeah, you're a funny guy,
He
Lloyd.
looks funny, too.
He looks funny, too.
Some other scores around the Apollo, as Joe mentioned. Taylorville Tornadoes 28-0 over Collinsville. The Flaming Hearts 49. The Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs 7. And the Mount Zion Braves 50 and Mattoon Green Wave 7.
And see, Lincoln's got to have shots at all of those games. I mean, those opponents.
Mount Zion game?
Mattoon, they got to have a shot. They got to have a shot at Mount Zion.
Mount Zion, Mattoon, Mahomet. Yeah. So, the season's not over yet. Hopefully these kids can realize that and stay focused. And, yeah, it sucks that you lost on your homecoming. But, you still got several games left, 5 as a matter of fact. So it's very doable to win, at least 4 out of 5.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you got to recover from this. There's water under the bridge and regroup, and this is where, that coaching staff's going to have to step in there and get these guys regrouped and ready to go. Because when you fall to 0-4, you got a flat tire.
The heads start hanging, and then the fingers start pointing. But hopefully they can stay together as a team and finish this season.
Coach calling in today?
No, Coach will not be calling in or showing up. A little under the weather today.
Any injuries you know?
I do not know that either. It looked like everybody's pretty healthy. I mean, I didn't see any game stoppage last night for any injuries. So, your typical bumps and bruises, I'm sure, But no, we don't have a report on that. Phone lines are open, 737-3791. If you want to give us a call today. Jake, Joe, Jim, Lloyd, and Sky here with you this morning. And where are we at today?
Right there.
We are
downtown Old Square.
Lincoln.
Hey, and the festival's going on, the Abe Festival, right? I don't know all the details about it. There's Abe Lincoln's running everywhere today, right? It's supposed to be
I don't know that they're running. I think they're gathering.
Where's that? Where are they
kind of
gathering?
like the baseball games where you have racing Lincoln?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would be. Like a relay.
Yeah, right downtown.
Right
They gather up
downtown. At
somewhere.
what time?
3 o'clock's when they
Okay.
3 o'clock. Yeehaw.
Yeah, so if you want to dress up like Abe Lincoln, come down here and hopefully be put in is it the Guinness World Book? Okay. I
think so.
Will they have a representative here? I mean, you almost have to, don't you?
I don't know what you do. Talking about regular football, we do have, I've been kind of watching Clinton a little bit. They won last night 25-12 over Macon, so I believe we have a 2 or 4 year schedule with Clinton in the future. Let's hope we can take care of those guys. In Williamsville, I got to give, Williamsville, big deal last night. They win 43-41 over Maroa Forsyth.
Now, that game was on, that was the Friday Night Light game of the week, Joe.
Yeah, I didn't see any. I saw highlights, but that must have been a fun game.
What was the score?
Back and forth, 43-41. Williamsville's number 1 in 3A, and Maroa Forsyth's like number 2 or 3 in 2A. So.
Well, Maroa Forsyth, I was talking to a former Lincoln guy the other day, and his kids go there. You know, their quarterback transferred to Glenwood this year.
I saw him catch a touchdown.
They also lost a lineman or two to SHG, and which I do believe. I think they live in Lincoln, and then they moved to Lincoln, and kids are going to SHG. So, man,
we need those kids from SHG over here.
Let's make a trade.
It would be nice.
What do you think I'll take?
15,000.
Went to the
you went to
Tri-Valley game last night.
Who
Yeah,
did you see?
The Tri-Valley and El Paso Gridley. El Paso Gridley's got a nice field, guys.
Really?
Yeah, turf.
Really?
Real nice. I mean, it's definitely definitely put some money into that area there.
It seems like kind of the norm these days. A lot of even the smaller schools are going to turf.
Yeah,
and
just less upkeep, I guess.
Upkeep, and it must be pretty affordable. Back in the day, it was probably.
I tell you what, that field was beautiful. Really was. And just give you a little rundown. Tri-Valley had a good game plan, ran the ball good, and had a couple timely passes. Got the score up to 35-0, and pulled it away. But you hear that score, and you're thinking, "Wow." Well, I'm not saying, but El Paso Gridley, their kids were huge. Their front line was massive compared to Tri-Valley.
Yeah.
And they just their game plan, which they have a 6'4" quarterback. Big kid. Their game plan was to throw the ball all over the place, and the one thing that Tri-Valley does have is speed, and they took advantage of it. I think they had, by halftime, they had 21 points, and basically it was interception for touchdowns. So,
well, you know why they want to throw the ball around over there? El Paso Gridley.
No, I don't.
That's their head coach is Luke Drone. That ring a bell with any of you guys?
No.
Luke Drone?
Scott fixed his drone last
He was.
Scott fixed his drone last night.
Yeah, I fixed him all up.
Talk about cyber jumping.
And how should we know?
Luke Drone was ISU starting quarterback for 3 years, and he is a stud and had a shot with the Buffalo Bills and played a couple years. But he's a good guy. He's the used to be in what's the Christian school in Bloomington? Would you know it?
What was the central? I don't know. The Christian school.
Catholic, Calvary.
No.
No, he used to. He was there. PE teaches his first year at El Paso Gridley. He was the offensive coordinator for Bloomington for a while. Guy knows X's and O's. I'm telling you what. If he's going to make that into a passing school, his first years are going to be difficult. But they get moving.
I tell you what, he has the offensive line for this year, and the quarterback has the size, and had a pretty solid arm, but.
He's an X and O genius on that stuff, man, I'm telling you. Could probably step out there and play in the pros right now. Very athletic. I don't know how old he is. Got to be 30.
Did you coach with him?
35. Yeah, for the year I was there. Yeah,
I mean, who hasn't he coached with?
that was.
That's the next question.
Well, there's a few.
There may be a future in it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if we gave him Coach Lyons' score last night from Olympia. He's calling us at 9:30, but they took one on the chin last night. Bloomington Central Catholic beat them 25-14. He's going to talk to us about 9:30, and then Brian Curry's calling at 9:45. We're going to talk Collinsville football.
Right, some Collinsville football. The Collinsville Cokes, Joe's favorite place to go to because they have the best hospitality room.
Yeah, they need me back in there for that tasting.
Well, I mean, you can go with us this year, Collinsville tournament, and
I'll be over there.
And it's they still have that whole hospitality thing going on, Joe.
It's named after Joe.
Yeah, it's Joe Ryan's. They were looking for it.
Hospitality room.
We were in there last year, and
not because I donated to it. It's because I eat there a lot.
They're like, "Hey, where's that weird guy that was
supposed to hang around the food all the time?"
Yeah, he just.
And Lloyd took that funny picture of while I was eating.
Chicken wing sauce all over his face.
He's a funny guy, and my hat's off. I think goes to
hats off.
Goes to Jeff Maxwell for not bringing us any treats this morning.
Yeah, I was. I got up late.
You think you're going to get away with that, Jeff? You're not.
Yeah, I got up late thinking, well, I'll just grab something at the show because we'll have treats and coffee. And
Now, usually you're up early and working out. So, aren't you?
not today though.
Oh, okay. Did you take the day off?
Yeah,
You can double up tomorrow.
I tell you, being all dark and gloomy out there, you could really sleep in today. And
That's a phone call you want to get right there.
fraud risk.
That's fraud risk.
Yep, I get those all the
careful.
time. Answer those. See what happens. Keep answering yes.
Sure, I could give you my account number and social security number. Thanks for clearing this up.
Yep.
Well, they're gonna. You could be going to prison if you don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you all of it.
You know.
Yeah, they call me all the
You
time.
owe back
saying,
taxes.
Hey, instead of me mailing you a check, why don't I just give you my account number and you take it out of there?
Well, if that's
you
the way you want to do
if
this.
you don't respond in 24 hours, the local authorities will come in and arrest you.
Yes.
Yeah, boy, I remember the first one I got of those, and it's been a long time ago. Kind of started panicking a little bit, trying to think.
Get some sweaty pits.
Yeah, I'm like, crap, what did I do? And
I have a friend that was on their way to Walgreens to send them a gift card. It seems like this is fishy. I'm like, you think?
they wanted a gift card,
like
a Visa.
I think that's what you sent from Walgreens. I think it's like a Walgreens money transfer type thing. I don't know, but
Yeah, that's.
I was like, you think this sounds fishy? I was like, first of all, the IRS is not just calling you. It's not going to be a phone call. You're going to get stuff in the mail, and you're going to have a whole bunch of people calling you, and they're not going to ask you about Social Security numbers or anything else.
Yeah.
You're going to.
Yeah, they know your Social Security number.
They've got all the information.
They know
need.
all your banking information. They're just
And more, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, so just a public service announcement. If you get those calls, do not give them money.
Sounds like jumping back to Lincoln High School. Sounds like it was a good week all the way around, though. I mean,
you got a daughter in high school now. She
loved it.
She partook in some.
It was her freshman year, first time experiencing it, and she was involved in everything she possibly could. And came home with a big smile on her face every day, and was just excited about the next day. And that's really what it's about. It's really for the kids and the alum that come back for homecoming. And I feel like it was a great week all the way around. Would have been great to cap it off with a win. Unfortunately, our guys pulled up a little short, but not for lack of effort.
Right. Yeah, and you're right, Jake. It's exciting. Not only just the football game. It's just an exciting week for the whole student body. And then tonight they'll have the dance and. Is your daughter going to the dance? You had to go do all the homecoming dress shopping.
Gotta get pictures.
I was fortunate to stay out of the dress shopping.
You just gave them the
no.
Too much skin, not enough ruffles.
More ruffles.
More ruffles, please.
More fabric. But that's tonight. So go out, have a good, safe night at the dance.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Enjoy the high school time because, boy, it goes fast.
Doesn't it? Joe, how fast does it go?
I tell you what, fast 5 years of my life. That was quick, boy.
Yeah.
Just checking on you. It's a quick 5
real
years.
quick, we've only really got about 9 minutes to touch up on some things because we do have a couple of people calling in today. The Lincoln soccer boys, they won the other night, so they're back on track. And who did they beat? Springfield Lutheran, and able to win that 2-1. Their record now is 7-5-1. Next up, they will travel to Taylorville Tuesday night. And it's a varsity game only. So the soccer team, they're above 500. And Coach Stuckey, he always seems to have those boys playing some good soccer over there. Joe, can you tell us any more about that?
Can you tell us any more about that? Yeah, I talked to Coach Stuckey on Wednesday night. He's all fired up. Got good things going on. Yep. That's exactly what I know about that.
So, no, he does nothing because anybody
He's got him fired up.
Yeah, he's got him, and he's got him ready to go.
He's got more than I got. I did talk to Coach Stuckey on Wednesday, so there you go. That's more than you've done.
Yep. And yes, good job, Joe. We're really proud of you.
Ever since you opened that drone repair shop, you haven't done a thing with this radio station.
I know.
Are you busy over there at that drone repair shop?
Yeah. Fixed one drone, and it was mine. Now, I don't know if it flies or not.
Pretty sure you don't.
But it looks good.
You don't guarantee any of your work.
No. And if I got paid by the job, I'd be broke. Takes me a little while, you know. But if you ever have anything you need to fix, anything's broke, just go to Yahoo or YouTube.com and type it in. And that thing shows you how to do anything, Joe.
Oh,
like when you're taking your dentures out to clean them, YouTube it. They'll show you the best way to do it.
Is there any way that you could YouTube some of your workouts? I see where that's done by some people.
Oh, yeah.
Just pop up and show us just exactly what you're doing.
What I do?
Yeah. Some of that.
I mean, I can pull up the GPS on my bike. I mean, it shows you the route and everything.
On your bike?
When I ride my bike.
Got a Peloton?
No. A real bike, like around town.
Oh, I've never seen you on that. That's dangerous.
Well, because I don't drive out by the golf course or the donut shop.
Now, hold on. I'm sure that you can't ride it all the way out to the golf course, but you are going by the donut shop, and don't lie to our listeners.
Well, Mellow Cream, I did drive by there once.
Say,
yeah.
Nothing like a good ride up to Mellow Cream.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got Coach Lyons calling in and Coach Curry.
Let's take a break.
All right, let's take a break.
And let's get some of our sponsors in there.
Let's take one of them breaks. We'll be back after these messages.
Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln has outrageous deals going on now that will allow you to transform every room in your home with top quality furniture like Ashley brand and the full line of Bemco mattresses. Whether it's outfitting your living room, family room, dining room, or breakfast nook, Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln will save you more than the big box store and will leave you money to select the best Bemco mattresses, which are also on sale in all sizes now at Jake's. And you'll also love the full line of gorgeous bedroom outfits, which just arrived and are priced to sell in many styles: contemporary, modern, classic, and traditional, just to name a few. For more details and to ask about free financing, stop by the Jake's Furnishing Showroom located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Check out their all-new website at jakesfurnishings.com, phone 735-1212, and become a fan on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings. Make it your own.
This is Attorney Jim Grimaldi. Have you been arrested for DUI? A DUI is a serious offense with potentially severe consequences, which may include jail time, high fines, lengthy periods of probation, even suspension or revocation of your driver's license. The laws regarding DUI are very complex and continually changing every day. You need an attorney with knowledge and experience in handling DUI cases, whether or not this is your first offense. I have vast experience in the area of DUI law. As a former chief DUI prosecutor for Sangamon County, I prosecuted thousands of DUIs and was exposed to every possible defense strategy. Call me and let me put my experience to work for you.
Call Grimaldi Law Office now at 217-651-8089. That's 217-651-8089, or visit GrimaldiLawOffice.com. Newly remodeled and completely updated, the Christian Village is Lincoln's only faith-based retirement community and is the area's leader for independent, assisted, and skilled senior living and healthcare services. The Christian Village at 1507 7th Street offers a wide array of living options for older adults, such as independent living, rehabilitation, skilled nursing, and memory care. For a private consultation and tour of the campus, please phone 217-732-2189. The Christian Village in Lincoln, a community of compassion.
Joe Ryan here again. If I had a crystal ball and could tell you exactly when to purchase your life insurance, would you do it? Or would you wait around just to see if I am correct? Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but I will tell you that now is the time. And with a Country Financial ROP Rider, you will receive a tax-free return of your premium at the end of the term. Call me, Joe Ryan, and ask about the ROP Rider, 735-4385.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Lincoln. The double tire rebates are back. If you need tires, this is the month to make your purchase. You can get up to $200 in total rebate back on a set of 4 select tires for your car or light-duty truck if you use your GM or GM Buy-Power credit card to make the purchase. Rebates vary per brand of tire and will gladly help you apply for a GM or GM Buy-Power card if you don't have one. Stop any time and we'll gladly check your tires or your tire pressure while you're here. Call Dave, Nate, or Tub for complete information or to set up your appointment. Please call us at 217-735-4444. Visit us on the internet at www.growinc.com or stop by and see us the old-fashioned way at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Check out the full line of Grasshopper lawn equipment along with great specials on all mowers and trimmers at Four Corners Lube. Trusted professionals. Get into Four Corners Lube located at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln now for the best service possible. Open Monday through Saturday. Phone 217-735-2761. Four Corners Lube, home of the full service in and out oil change.
Would you like to get out and enjoy life without pain and without medication or surgery? At Schneider Chiropractic, we have helped countless people achieve this goal. I'm Dr. Alyssa Schneider with Schneider Chiropractic, located at 523 North Elm Street in Lincoln. I invite you to try chiropractic first in order to build a healthier you. At Schneider Chiropractic, you're not a number, and we don't operate an assembly line process. We take the time to get to know you, your specific needs, and formulate a treatment plan that'll lead to a healthier life. Using the latest techniques in chiropractic, sports injury, and pain management, Schneider Chiropractic will get you back on track so you can enjoy life without pain. Please schedule your private consultation by phoning my office manager, Tammy Kirby, at 217-732-2140. We look forward to getting you back on track.
Join the happy folks who choose the beautiful Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln, Illinois. Part of the Hilton family hotels, you'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast served every day, and indoor heated pool and whirlpool, along with competitive rates on wedding and reunion blocks all year long. So don't wait. Reserve your stay at the Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln, or schedule your complimentary tour and consultation for your business meetings and events. Phone the Hampton Inn Hotel at 217-732-6729. That's 217-732-6729, 24 hours a day, and go online to lincoln.hamptoninn.com. Just off Interstate 55 at exit 126 at the Lincoln Hampton Inn. They love having you there.
This is Greg Lozinski, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, and Sabadoo on 96.3 FM WLCN.
Well, first of all, Greg,
company.
it's Shabadoo, not Sabadoo.
That's Greg Luzinski, man.
Well, Greg
He
Luzinski,
can call you whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
if you're listening, Greg, you know,
Greg comes in here. I bet.
pronounce it right.
If Greg comes in here, I bet you don't speak to him
I
in that
bet
manner.
you it does, because
I'll
he's probably
bet.
about 85, 90 years old.
He'll still punch you in the
He's
mouth.
still going to beat on you, Buttercup.
Real quick, before we get to our caller online, did you guys happen to catch the Yastrzemski deal the other night?
That was
where
cool.
That was pretty neat, huh?
That was cool.
Mike Yastrzemski with the Giants. They played Boston Red Sox, and everybody knows Carl Yastrzemski, a long time Red Sox player, Hall of Famer history, and they were able to kind of unite, and Carl threw the first pitch out to his grandson, Mike,
who plays for the Giants.
Yeah, who plays for the Giants at Fenway. I thought that was pretty neat that
Very cool.
the Red Sox organizations allowed that. And
Gave you chills.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike is a longtime journeyman in Major League Baseball. He's, 29, I believe?
Oh, is he that old?
Yeah, he's not a young man.
No, I thought he was.
A little longer in the tooth in the minors, but, boy, what a moment.
And he hit a homer.
And his Bochy comes out before that first game and says, in honor of you, Carl, I'm going to bat him first. I'm going to bat him leadoff. And he's like, what? He's like, I'm going to bat him leadoff. batted him lead off and leads off with a home run.
Yep.
How cool is that?
That's
Pretty cool story. Well, another cool story. We got Coach Lyons on the line with us now. Coach, thanks for taking some time to call us this morning. A game last night against you had Bloomington Central Catholic. Is that correct?
Correct.
And fell just a little bit short, huh, Coach?
Yeah, we did. Final score ended up being 20. I think it was 23-14. Is that right?
Internet said 25-14, but you're close enough.
25. Yeah.
Well, internet's not always right, Joe.
No, it's not.
I was going to say 23 sounds a lot better. What'd you go with 23?
Yeah, we lost by 11.
So that's would you consider that one of your top
game? I mean, obviously it's a Corn Belt game that goes way back. And so Olympia and Central have been playing each other for a very long time.
Now, I mean, them being a Catholic school, obviously they're out recruiting players, and it seems to me maybe
you can't say that.
Well, it's true. They're not recruiting for sports, but it seems to me like a lot of those type of schools are down a little bit. SHG, they might be down a little bit as far as their talent-wise, and St. Teresa as well. Is that just is that kind of the way it's going now, or just that typical kind of season?
I mean, I do think that the gap has closed. I don't know exactly what's causing that.
Economy, probably.
I think part of it is you even see it in public schools now. Kids moving there because they think a program's really good, and people don't necessarily feel like they need to go to those private schools anymore to get that experience. So
they're going to start moving into Olympia.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
There's plenty of public schools that have seen move-ins that have really made a significant impact for them. So, I think people are realizing that it goes both ways.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about last night's game. Some of the things you liked about it, and some of the things you didn't really care for.
Yeah, I thought, as always, our kids were very physical. They play with great effort. That's what I told them after the game. Even in a loss, I never questioned their effort. They just, they continue to compete every week. I thought offensively we played pretty well again. We had about 350 yards of offense again.
That's
for
incredible.
The
You're rolling up that much yards on offense.
That's awesome. We're a ball control. We're a ball control team. We kind of the negatives are we didn't really finish drives again for like the third week in a row. We got inside the red zone and we had 2 drives that we didn't finish. One just a kind of a mental mistake, and then got a penalty on first down one time that put us behind the chains. And for our offense, it's we're all about moving the sticks and getting into 1st and 15, and not really a spot we want to be in. So that was tough. One of our starting wingbacks went down last night with concussion. On a helmet-to-helmet hit by a kid, and it was a late helmet-to-helmet hit, and that was a blow for us just because he's a really good player, and I think he'll be back next week, but still, you got to get somebody ready, and we had some guys that were ready. It's always tough when you have to deal with an injury.
So when you have let's talk about that a minute. How many times are you throwing the ball a game, you think, average?
We're throwing the ball about 5 to 10 times a game.
And are you? When's the panic mode set in when you're running the option offense? When's the panic mode set in on a score, like when you're down by so many? Do you kind of go, hey?
Yeah, I think anytime you're down 2 scores, it's we're obviously not set up as a team that's gonna throw the ball a lot to come from behind. I feel like we can throw the ball. I mean, Easton Davis, our quarterback, he's got a great arm. That's one of the things that I feel like is has made us pretty tough to stop this year is the fact that we can throw it if we need to. And so, we don't. I wouldn't say. I don't know if panic's the right word, but it's not a situation we're necessarily comfortable with.
Yeah, so you're out of your comfort zone when you got to start rolling out and throwing, huh?
Exactly. Well, when they know you guys. I mean,
yes.
That's the hardest point, right?
Yes.
Right? Like when, it's a lot easier to play defense and make people one-dimensional. And if you know a team's throwing the ball, it's a little easier to cover them. We're used to the fact that when we're passing the ball, guys are pretty wide open. And
because they're coming up to stop run.
Yeah, because we just don't do it a lot. And so when we do, we got pretty good spaces to throw the ball into. And when you're passing, those windows are going to be a little bit tighter, and you got to execute a little bit better. And it's just not something that we dedicate a ton of time to because we're an option team. And when you're an option team, you got to dedicate all your time to getting good at that.
Yep, absolutely. And we had, I thought you'd get a little chuckle out of that. Speaking of not throwing the ball, we got one of our guys on here, Furniture Jake. It's on the radio with us. He went last night to El Paso, and he said that they wanted to chuck the ball around. I kind of started laughing. And it sounds like Luke, doesn't it? Want to chuck the ball around?
Yeah, sure does. Anytime you get a quarterback calling plays, they like to throw it a little bit. Us former offensive linemen, we just love running the football. Nothing better than moving the guy from point A to point B against his will, and that's what being an offensive lineman's all about. So
that's right. At 5'9", 240, weren't you?
A little bit more. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Are you still around 5'9", 240, or have you put some on?
Yeah, I checked my weight, Joe. I checked my weight last Thursday, and I slimmed down to a sleek 238. So
Well, you can go get some of those form-fitting jeans.
Yeah, right. Yeah, give me some of them skinny jeans. I'll look good in those.
Skinny jeans. There you go.
Maybe some man capris show off my legs a little bit.
I'll be over for that game. So you come away, you got one kid maybe dinged up, and everybody else all right?
Yeah, we're pretty healthy. I mean, bumps and bruises kind of to get in the middle of the season, but nothing that's going to keep anybody out.
And where are we off to next week?
Colono.
We got homecoming against Unity, we're excited about that game. I always tell the kids, look forward to the biggest challenges or your biggest opportunities. And so I feel like we're doing things. If we just clean up some mistakes, we're going to have a chance to beat anybody. And I don't think Unity's any different from that. I know Coach Hamilton's not gonna underestimate this team, and he's gonna have his kids ready. But our goal is the playoffs, and it's still that goal. That's still our goal, and we're 2-2. We're not 0-4.
2-2.
And we absolutely have an opportunity to achieve that goal. Still, we gotta find a way to win 3 out of the last 5, and that's what it comes down to. And I think that's our kids are very capable of that.
Coach, what kind of team do you have? Is it senior-related, or are you heavy on the senior side, or are they a little younger?
I mean, we're still a pretty young football team in the fact of, that we have really 3 seniors on our team that play a lot. We only have 5 seniors on the football team. 2 of those guys are guys that have played for the first year. So we're mainly juniors and sophomores on the field right now.
That's good. Bright future over there at Olympia High School.
Yeah, I think so. We've got some things moving in the right direction. Our JV team got to 2-1 last week, so we're 2-1. We're 2-2 on the varsity level, 2-1 on the JV level, and we're I think 1-3 now on the freshman level. So which clearly surpasses our win total from last year on all 3 levels already. So we got some things going in the right direction. There's reasons to be excited about Spartan football for sure.
Coach,
Spears up.
Real quick.
Yeah, that's right.
We're just trying to get the feel of some of the coaches out there on, here in a couple of years, the Illinois football is going to be switching over to districts. What's your take on that real quick? Are you for it, against it, or just maybe a little unsure right now?
I think for us, I think the move to district is going to be a good thing. I like the idea of not being locked into playing the same 9 people every year. I like having non-conference games. I think it's a good experience for our kids to play somebody else. I also think that I generally think people are scared of change and scared of something that's different, and I really believe that the right idea is to embrace change, and I'm going to look forward to preparing for some new people. I don't know exactly. Nobody knows exactly where they're going to go yet. I think that's probably part of the fear of it, but I feel like it's going to be a positive change for us.
That's assuring, because a lot of the feedback we're getting is they don't really care for it, but that's very encouraging that there are coaches out there that are going to embrace it and just you really don't have much choice. Just go with it and see what happens. Yeah.
Change is going to happen. It's inevitable, and you either embrace it or you get left behind by it.
Absolutely.
I think we're trying to be a program that embraces that. So it's going to be interesting. It's hard to say a lot about it right now.
Right. Yeah. It's just
you don't even know what your district's going to look like. They put a projection out there, but there's going to be co-ops dropped, co-ops joined.
Yeah.
He's going to 8-man football. It's going to change significantly between now and when the district's format actually starts.
And you mentioned 8-man football. That's kind of been a hot topic lately as well. A lot of these smaller schools going to 8-man football, and IHSA kind of announcing a week or two ago that it's something that they might actually start, getting more interest in, and adding that to their itinerary, I guess.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I'm a kid who grew up in a really small high school, obviously, and there's just not. It's not just a football thing, but there's just not. Basically, all the options offered to kids, the people that used to all play one thing are kind of spread out among multiple now, and so. When you're talking about having 30 football players on your whole team, or maybe even in the 20s, it's pretty hard to play 11-man football.
Right.
So, a lot of the more rural states, I guess you'd say, have been playing 8-man football for a long time. Nebraska, Colorado, Iowa,
Missouri.
So I think it just makes sense. Honestly, I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure at the end of the day, it's just like 11-man football. It's a game of execution, and the team that executes better, they tend to win the game.
Yeah. And Joe would like to know, have you ever considered having 2 huddles?
You can be creative if you want with it, Coach.
Joe is dying to know that.
You can put the linemen in one huddle. You could put the skills in the other huddle. Design it however you want, Coach.
Well, you know what? I'd actually seen something like that before, like a sugar huddle.
Yeah, so
we know about sugar huddles. Hey, yeah. I want to ask you, if I was to stop by your coaching office today, would you have all those pictures up of those Division I athletes you've coached, or is that something you put on the back there? Well, you got them. You have them up.
Well, I don't have all of them yet. But
I thought you get all of them. All right, well, get them up before I get over there. We got to run you off because we got another caller coming right now. But we only gave you 15 minutes today, Coach. But you're good. You're a babbler. You know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely. We look forward to talking to you next week after a homecoming victory over Tolono Unity.
Sounds good, guys.
Hey, Coach, good luck, and I'll come by and see that office. I want to see those pictures.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
That's Coach Lyons with the Olympia Spartans. Fell just a little short last night to a tough Bloomington Central Catholic team. They're the SHG of the Bloomington area.
Small school,
smaller, but fell a little short, but they'll bounce back next week. And right on cue.
I'll tell you what, we got callers calling all the time.
We do. It's just
we're going to wear the ringer out.
We're going big. We're going big.
It's the next level.
Yeah, and next up with the Chief Seats, it's Coach Brian Curry with the Collinsville Cahokes. Good morning, Coach.
Cahokes.
Is it the Cokes?
Hey, Coach Curry, are you there?
Oh, here we go.
Coach Curry.
Well, he hung up after I mispronounced it.
Oh, he probably did, but
he didn't even plug it in.
Didn't plug him in.
Hold on.
Yeah, and you guys want to make fun of my pronunciation.
How did you pronounce it again?
I'm not going to try.
Coach Curry, are you with us? Maybe
Yeah, I'm on.
Hey, he's here.
Morning, Coach. Thanks for taking some time last night or today. And
Coach, what's your mascot name?
What's that?
It's the Cahokes.
What's your mascot name?
K-Hawk.
K-Hawks, thank you. Because we needed some clarification here on this show. We didn't know if they were the
K-Hawks.
Manito K-Hawks.
Manito. Coach, you had the tornadoes traveling.
Go right through it.
Well, I mean, we've
like
only got
snowplow.
10 minutes, Joe, and you just sit there, and when you get excited, your voice gets high. It does get high. It's hurting my ears, so we got
we're trying to be serious now. We're talking serious guy.
Some
Coach,
things never change, dude.
yeah, never. And us being serious is not one of them. Coach, the tornadoes came down last night and kind of took it to you a little bit, 28-0. Tell us a little bit about that game and, a lot of purple on the field.
Yeah, there was, man. It was a tough game. They're a good little football team. Lack of a better term, it's been a miserable start for us. Torn ACL this year. Came back in week 3 and tried to do it with the brace, and they lasted a quarter, and he's done for. So no excuses, but in reality, we've had to throw a freshman out there and play quarterback, and we're having a tough time at it right now. But, each week we keep working hard to try to find a combination to succeed, and we're going to keep going after it. So.
Now, are you guys 7A?
We're 7A, yeah.
Well, that's and to throw a freshman quarterback into some of the teams that you're playing down there. East St. Louis, have you played them yet?
Well, see, this is our first year out. We got out of the Southwestern Conference for football because, we're not a winning tradition. Let's face it, and we're just trying to, create some success around and trying to go that way. And so we do not play St. Louis, Edwardsville, Belleville West, Belleville East, or O'Fallon this year. We still play Alton, Granite City. Okay. Those are the two that were formerly in our conference that we still play, and we played Cahokia in week 1.
Are you in a conference?
We're not. We're independent in football.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, you're independent. So are you having to travel out of state any to play?
No, we play Mattoon, Taylorville, Lincoln, Granite City, Peoria, Notre Dame, Centralia, Triad, Cahokia, and Alton. So nice little schedule still, but games that we feel like we can compete in, rather than going against the Edwardsvilles and the St. Louis. Those are no fun.
You guys are kind of like the Notre Dame of high school football.
I wouldn't go there.
Well, I got to tell you, if you're grabbing a freshman, when you really look at things, you grab a freshman and you throw him in a varsity football game, he's really technically stepping away from JFL into a freaking motor speedway.
14-year-old boy,
Yeah.
And that's the disadvantage. We have no backup quarterback, and it's just, we're trying to do things that different than,
So you got to call the plays that are going to protect your quarterback just for that simple fact that, he's dropping back to make a pass and gets sacked and hurt. I mean, then you're really hurt. So your play calling has to be limited on what you can do.
We're limited, and they'll see that on film, unfortunately. I heard Joe make a comment earlier in the show. It felt like the Railers were playing the Railers last night. Well, next Friday night it's going to feel like the Railers are playing the Railers again. So we're coming there trying to get a win, man. I've had this date circled on my calendar for 2 years, and I'm here.
Yeah, and that's let's talk about that a little bit, Brian. And that's got to be exciting for you individually, just to come back to your hometown and coach a football game on a field that you know well.
It's awesome, man. It gives me chills as I sit here right now. Literally, I wasn't the greatest football player in the world, but I left my heart at that place, and I can't wait to come back, man.
I can jump in there. You were a real good football player, and you're exactly right. All you Curry boys had heart. You guys did leave it all on the field. You were a good football player.
Special place to me, for sure.
And you get to come back to next week and stay all night and hang around.
Can't wait. Yep, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
You're back to the team. What's your offense? What are you trying to do? I mean,
like I said, I'm changing it every week. And I'm not getting you any secrets, Joe.
they have film.
No, man. It's, we came out with our quarterback. We're a high-tempo team. Like to go, and fling it around. We would have threw it around 35, 40 times a game, and now we might throw it 5.
Yeah,
we are completely different.
Well,
like I said, we got to go unorthodox, and this coming week will be a heck of a lot different than what we did last night. Obviously, we didn't score any points. We got to change something. So.
And you practiced all summer, and now you get to this, and you throw a freshman that didn't even think he was going to see the field.
Exactly, man. Like I said, it's been real challenging, and we had high expectations, but we're not giving up yet, man.
Keep fighting.
I heard Lincoln thinks they can win their games. We think we can win all 5 of ours. We really do.
Yeah, that's good. You got to keep that positive attitude.
Our opponents are gone. So.
And what are you doing over there as far as coaching? What are you?
I'm wide receivers coach for varsity.
Are you doing anything on the lower levels?
No, I get to sit at home with my 4 kids on Saturday mornings. We're running around, whatever we're doing.
In a true Curry tradition,
maybe you
got a bunch of kids.
Yeah, you might want to get on a coaching staff to get out of the house. 4 kids.
Yeah, the wife loves that.
Yeah, Joe can't do anything here today because his wife has plans for him. So.
We purse shop and stuff.
Funny.
So your heart used to just be though, you were borderline hard in baseball, hard in football. Where's it at now?
Baseball.
I would say you're a big baseball guy. Have you noticed the Cardinals lately?
What's that?
Have you noticed the Cardinals lately?
Oh, yeah. Noticed them, absolutely.
I just wondered.
Cubs fans noticed them, Scott?
Yeah.
No. I noticed them beating up on my Cubs. Well, no, you guys got a good little team there, and, you got some young talent that they're good, and I hate it.
That's of everybody else up in Lincoln.
Yeah. Well, my in-laws, they're all Cardinal fans, and they were quiet the past few years, and now here they come. Coming again. But yeah, you guys deserve it. You guys have been playing. You've had the best record since the All-Star break, and Flaherty. I love that guy. He just stepped in and he's just mowing people down. But you guys got a good squad there. And then Carpenter, who loses his spot to Edmonds, he comes in the other night, hits a homer to win it, and it's just it's going your guys' way. And
that's baseball, man. It's a crazy game.
It is, and it's fun. It's very, very frustrating right now as a Cub fan because you're just waiting for him to break out, and you thought after the Pittsburgh series that was going to happen, and then reality hit. So, it's going to I think you guys have it wrapped up, up 5 games now.
Oh, there's a lot of
come on, man.
No, I'm being honest. I'm being
playoffs
serious.
might be. I mean, I feel like that.
I mean, you're going to win the division.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Nice.
Milwaukee's still there. We got to take care of the Cubbies.
Yeah. Well, was that Joe? Did you record that?
Sound like Joe.
Sound like Joe when he gets excited. So, Brian, you got any big I'm sure there'll be a whole slug of curries at the game next Friday. Have to have a whole section.
Where are they
going to
sit?
Family. You got anything planned? I mean.
Yeah, we're gonna come home late Friday afternoon, and obviously everybody's gonna come to the game, and I think we're gonna have a little get together on Mom and Dad's afterwards with the fire if the weather communicates, and get to catch up with the
don't forget
buddies. And
you got the sports show the next morning at 9:15. You got to be here.
Oh. I can do that. Like I said, man, I got 4 kids. I'm 6 every morning anyway. So.
Gonna be a little rough on you, but we'll come talk about old times.
Grandma and Grandma can watch
buddies. Know what I mean? We'll talk old time. What year did you graduate high school?
That'd be fun. 93.
93, man. You were getting
27 years, and you're telling me.
Ooh, it's been that long.
That long, buddy.
7 years.
You coached him in high school, Joe.
I was
so
around.
What's that mean?
Some of us are staying the same age.
A lot's changed in the last 30 years.
Hair color's one of them.
Hey, don't make us go to a commercial. Hey, a lot can change, I'll tell you that. Well, hey, it's good here. Are you doing any more baseball? You were coaching baseball, right?
Well, yeah, I was coaching baseball at the high school, and then once my boys got deep into it in the spring, I finally gave that up. I refused to miss my kids' activities, I always put the family first. And so now I'm coaching my boys' 13U team, and then my boys' 9U. And We have a 5-year-old, like I mentioned, and we have an 11-month-year-old. So I'm going to be doing this until I'm 60.
Yeah, you got a long way to go, my friend.
I know.
Just had the other one.
16.
The basketball season last year, I remember, had a little newborn sitting over there. So
yeah, he's about to be 1 year here in a month or a couple weeks or so.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. We're lucky to have you.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you next Friday as you guys travel down Interstate 55 to take on the Railers.
And you are the Cahawks, right?
The K-Hawks, Joe. K-Hawks. K-Hawks, Joe.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Come on.
There's some funny things said on this show.
There may be a clip for next week of this.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I mean,
Coach Curry talking to us from down in Collinsville, Illinois. We'll see you next Friday night.
Thanks, guys. Looking forward to it. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you next weekend.
All right,
buddy,
thanks.
We'll
See you guys.
Yep.
It's crazy how those brothers all sound alike.
Yeah.
They
were all good football players.
Yeah,
they were all tough.
We talk about the game, but that means a little bit more to him, and you could tell the excitement in his voice.
Sure.
That, he's ready to come down here and just, be a part of, the game and be on a field that he played on for 4 years. And and it's exciting. He's going to have all of his family here and friends, family, and and they get to watch.
Andy will make it up here. He's down Louisiana now.
He's New Orleans or Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Down south.
Yeah, so that should be an exciting game.
Remember they had the hot dog place? Those were delicious.
Oh, I love that.
Curry's Wieners.
Yeah,
that was not good for me.
Yeah.
Did you eat a lot of wieners?
Oh man, I was there a lot.
I tell you what, it was delicious.
You know what's an old buddy that has a. That was Brian. His brother Andy is the owner. Was the owner? Yeah.
And I tell you, and maybe as hindsight's 2020, that maybe in a different location, it's still open today. That was a brutal place to get in and out of.
I tell you, it was brutal to get in and out of. He had a following though. I mean, pretty much. The people that were there, that went there to eat, like myself, was there with almost religion. I mean, we were there a lot, and I tell you what, it was great. I enjoyed it for a few years. He's a good buddy of mine, and we miss having him around.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, good show. You back with us?
Yeah, I'm just listening to Jake.
Zoning out there.
Zoning out. I'm trying to think what I was going to say next.
Jim wants to turn on that radio.
Since I do,
that song.
I got to think before I speak because
you do
say things I shouldn't.
Had a couple of mishaps.
Yeah,
that was some more funny stuff there.
That was so funny. There it is. There's the laugh.
It does get high pitched.
It doesn't. Then it just shatter your eardrum.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a good interview with the Olympia.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Brian there. Yeah, both those. Good job by the guest getter there.
There you go.
Yeah, good job,
I'm
Joe.
going to give you a little kudos on this week. Lloyd was throwing you under the bus all week, and
I'll tell you what, wheels on the bus go what? Round and round.
Well, and you know what? We could actually throw Lloyd under the bus on this one because I was watching the game on the old phone last night, and he miscommunicated to the fans of who was going to be on the show today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So let's make something about that.
Maybe we've got a problem area. We're having a meeting.
Yeah. And you guys want to blame me for my mispronunciations.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, there's going to be something next week.
Well, that's fine.
When the Cahooks are on here.
I'll make up my own then.
Yes, you try.
If I only knew how. All right, that's going to do it for us today. And we were at Joe Ryan Country Financial today, so thank you for hosting us with the coffee and the treats.
We're always open except when we're closed.
There were no treats.
There was no treats.
No breakfast.
Coffee was good.
Yeah. Coffee stunk.
I'll tell you what, then you don't get any more.
All good, because it tastes like...
Go ahead. You can throw any word out there you want.
Yeah, I better not.
You going to throw it out?
Cahoke. It tastes like a cahoke. All right. Next week we're going to be maybe at Jake's, maybe not. We don't know.
I'll be there. I got to work today and next week.
All right.
He's got to get to the office.
Bears, Redskins tomorrow night. Tune in.
Cardinals, Cubs. Go Cardinals.
Yeah, go Cardinals. Woohoo.
Panthers, Cardinals.
All right, that's going to do it. Thanks for tuning in to the Cheap Seats.
Good day.
The Cheap Seats Live Saturday morning sports show on WLCN 96.3 and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Furnish your home for less at Jake's. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 651-8089. The Christian Village, 1507 7th Street in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Phone 732-2189. Eaton Corporation, America's choice for top quality, high performance electrical equipment for over 50 years. Lincoln College.